Hi everyone, this is Key. In this video, I want to dig deep into the topic of what the agents get from the 10-week program that is the broker agent program. A lot of brokers who are choosing to participate in this program wanted a video that basically spoke to the agents about the 5 topics that are live that I'll be doing with them, plus the other 5 training program in between weeks, so that they can decide whether this is useful to them, will it help them with their business. And what I want to emphasize is prospecting is at the heart of the matter of your career. When agents learn to catch listings, to get listing by doing the work necessary, by planning their day properly, by having a system, by having scripts, by having the proper structure for their business, they always do well. There's a direct correlation between awards and listings. And a lot of agents think that some are born to be listing agents and some other people are born to be a buyer's agent. That is false. You get to choose what to focus on, but you got to have a toolbox. You got to have the proper way of tackling your business. So let me share with you why this program should be something for you to consider as part of your brokerage bringing it to your office. Most of you either have heard of me directly or indirectly. My name is Key. I'm a mindset trainer with Exit Realty. I focus on nudging agents towards their success by giving them plans of action, prospecting mindset, and predictable ways of generating business. The moment you learn to predictably generate business, you are free, because then you go wherever you want to go. You go as high as you want to go. This is why I love real estate. In real estate, no one tells you how much money you're going to make. You get to decide that. But you got to have a plan. So let's tackle some statistics that are not so nice, but they are part of the reality of our business. And the sooner we learn them, the more empowered we are. Nearly 80% of real estate professionals do not prioritize prospecting. The act of prospecting is an afterthought. It is not something they wake up planning or working on. They tend to wait for business to come to them rather than going out there and getting the business. This is why, and this is the reality of our business, close to 80% of all agents in our industry end up fighting over 20% of what is in the marketplace. That tells you that about 20, 22, 23% of agents do about 76, 77, almost 80% of the business. Why? They have a plan for prospecting and getting listings. And that plan is something you can learn to develop for yourself. You see, when somebody gives you a plan and it doesn't fit your personality, it doesn't fit. But if you could take a plan and then mold it to fit who you are, to fit your local circumstances and your local market, you tend to do well. So, what do you want to be? Do you want to be with the 20% who are doing the 80% of the deals, or do you want to be with the other group? It's really up to you. Now, there are some agents who do real estate on the side, and they're happy with 5, 6 deals a year. There's nothing wrong with that. It is absolutely fine. They have other jobs. They are maybe teachers or nurses, and they do real estate here and there, and they're happy with their production. That is fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about full-time agents. I'm talking about the agents who live and die by real estate. I personally also believe that full-time agents are capable of getting a bronze award every year. If they have the right plan, at the end of each year, they should win a bronze award. What is a bronze award? It's very simple: 25 transactions or more. So if you did 25 transactions every year, you definitely make more than 100,000. You're closer to 150, 160, depending on your market, closer to 200,000. But it's not just the money. The number of transactions creates recognition, but it's difficult to do 25 transactions working with just buyers. You just burn out. It's just too hard. You got to balance it out with listings, and therefore, you got to balance it out with prospecting. I believe that the major obstacles to achieving this goal is a combination of maybe an iffy mindset, maybe poor business planning, maybe poor daily planning of your day, lack of self discipline as much, not consistently having a system that you implement. See, if you could lean towards having a proper mindset, good business habits, good system implementation, and self discipline, and you actually do the work that comes with it, you're going to be just fine. But we need to know what to do. We need to know how to do what we need to do. So let me dig deeper and give you some of the topics I'll be covering. See, for me, whether you call it fishing, hunting, I call it prospecting, you have to learn to ask for business. Period. The sooner you realize that asking for business is good for you and you do it consistently, you will always do well in real estate. Those who wait for business to come to them tend to struggle the most in our industry. So you don't want to just process the lead, like work the leads. You want to also learn to catch the leads. In fact, smart agents, they select the clients they want to work with. They don't work with everybody because they know there's some buyers who will work with you for a year, 2 years, look at 30, 40 properties and do nothing. By the way, do you get paid anything for that? No. Whereas with sellers, your chances of closing a deal once you have a listing increase much higher. So listing agents have, in essence, more time to work their business than buyer's agent. Now, do you have to give up one for the other? No, you could do both. In fact, it's just a question of balancing. You let's run a scenario. Let's just you and I agree that you doing 12 deals a year, one deal a month is necessary, right? You have to do at least that to just, call yourself in the game, to play the game properly. Can you do 12 deals a month working with just buyers? Absolutely. You'll be worn out, but you could definitely do it. But what if you wanted to go higher? What if you wanted to go to 15, 20, 24, which is about 2 deals a month? If you only tapped the buyer's sphere, you'll burn out. Whereas if you started adding a listing, if you did one listing every 2 months, so let's say you did 12 deals with buyers and 6 deals with sellers, that's 18 deals, right? Here's what you'll notice. Those 6 deals will start creating their own deals. This is why listing agents understand one thing. When you have listings, your chances to get more listings and your chances to get more deals increase. So, why not create a plan where you mix it up? You can still be a great buyer's agent, but at the same time, layer within it a prospecting mindset to have some listings so your business is balanced properly. The agent will have 10 sessions with me. I know. Let me explain. The program has 10 weeks. Week 1, the brokers are with Stan Bishop on their live session. That's only the brokers and the brokers and Stan Bishop and the managers of the office. The week after that, which is session 2 of the 10, you're with me, which is the live session, and we'll keep alternating like that. But what I've done is before session 1, I will give you what's called a video training to watch, something that has to do with your business, something that will help you become a better realtor. So I would design that, and that would be in your hand. So you'll watch that on your own. We'll call those self-directed sessions. So in essence, what you're doing with me, you're doing 5 live sessions that are 75 minutes long, an hour and 15 minutes. Usually, most of them are, yeah, all of them actually right now are on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Central. So from 9 a.m. Central until 10:15, we do a live session every 2 weeks. But in between the weeks when we're not together, you'll be getting a self-directed video, an email from your broker with a handout, a video, and some assignments that you will do within a Facebook group where we get together a private Facebook group for you to practice your scripts. Let me talk about scripts right now for just a second. What makes a script powerful are not the words, it's how you deliver it. And here's what we found: agents who take scripts and mold them to fit their personality and practice them tend to build confidence faster. And when you build confidence, consumers find you more attractive. You become more valuable when you have a hint of confidence. And confidence comes from repetition, or what we call practice. And that's the place that a lot of agents are not spending their time doing. They are not practicing their script. They think they should know how to speak naturally. They don't realize what makes actors look good is not their looks, is that they practice their scripts. They don't just go on stage and wing it. They practice and practice and practice and practice so that they get comfortable with the verbiage, so that when they're talking to the person, that person can listen to them, can interact with them. So this is an essential skill that only 10 to 20% of agents actually do. The rest think it should come from the sky. No, it comes from repetition and practice. The sessions that are what I call the self-directed one, you will have before you join the course, you'll be given a pledge. It's a document that where you sign a pledge to take the course, and you will have your first assignment. You will have a video and a class to do on that. So that will be the one you do on your own. Remember, self-directed means you're working by yourself for yourself. The videos are sometimes 30 minutes long, 35 to an hour long. Very doable. They are very practical. They're not fluff, and they come with handouts. So some of the topics I'll be talking about is how do you brand yourself as a listing agent? How do you have an effective elevator speed? How do you have a response? How do you respond when somebody is hesitating about listing with you? What are the tools of success in your real estate business? How can you leverage social media for your business? All of those things come together, and you'll be doing them self-directedly. So you'll have 5 sessions that are self-directed in between the sessions where you and I are doing the live sessions. Let me give you a sense of the live sessions. So session 1, we're going to talk about the prospecting mindset and how to time block. See, how to time block your day, how to learn to prep your day for success is an essential skill. It is something that will help you learn to ask for business. There is a mindset, there's a way of approaching your day that gets you ready to talk to the right people, and they talk to you and they know you're the right person, and you end up with the sale or the listing appointment. Remember, we try to go for the appointments because the magic happens at the appointment. A listing appointment is the goal of your prospecting. And then at the appointment, that's when we do the selling. We don't do the selling online. We don't do the selling on the phone. We do it in person. So that's session 1. Session 2, we're going to learn how to phone canvas. How do you pick up the phone and pick up a neighborhood and call around and ask for business to find the sellers who are thinking about selling? There's a whole technique to it. There are scripts to it. There's an approach to it. You will learn a Bravo technique that will help you approach every call. You will learn how to handle objections. And these are all about preparing yourself to canvas on the phone. So we call that phone canvassing on a daily basis. That's session two. This is session two, the live session. Remember, there are 10 sessions. Every one you alternate, live session, self-directed, live session, self-directed, etc. Live session three, we're going to talk about the lead management system and the follow-up system. In our industry, unfortunately, our agents do not follow up enough. They think the magic happens in one conversation or one attempt and it's over. That is wrong. It takes sometimes 8 to 10 touches to get somebody to go, you know something, yeah, we've heard from you. We're thinking about doing something. Show us what you have to offer. I'm like, I'd love to. Let me show you what Exit Realty, my office, and I can do for you to help you sell your home, list your home, buy a home, whatever it is that they're looking for. There is a procedure, there's a technique, there's a CRM management system that allows you to convert more leads. Converting more leads is not about luck. So a lot of agents think it's luck. No, it's about deliberate, intentional work. Then live session four, we're going to talk about canvassing in general. But one of them, we're going to use events and open houses for local farming and getting listings. We need to find our way to the neighborhoods. We have to go out there and get seen, wear our name badges and do events, open houses. And we need to know how to approach the door. We need to know how to door knock. We need to know how to have the proper door hanger. We need to have the proper flyer. We need to be selling without selling. So basically, I want the people in the neighborhood to remember that you are Susan, the local realtor in their town, let's say Birmingham, Alabama, and you are there. And if something happens to them about real estate, that they should call you. You are branding yourself by positioning yourself. We call that process canvassing. Canvassing is not about selling. We're not looking for sales. We're branding. And if we do enough of it, the statistics tell us that somebody will go, you know something, we're thinking about selling. Or somebody in 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks from now will be calling you and say, I remember you were doing that open house. My wife and I are not getting along. We need to sell. I say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And then you help them with what they have to go through. So this will be how to do face-to-face, door-to-door canvassing. And the other one, session 5, is what's called the seller's wanted script. It's a combination of the phone and face-to-face and neighborhoods and areas and people you know and social media, where you know that right now we have a lot of buyers who want to buy, but there aren't enough sellers who are selling. But there will be sellers who will sell at the right time. So you are canvassing to find those people who are thinking about selling so you can match them with the buyers who are looking to buy. So that's what we call sellers wanted scripting or sellers wanted canvassing. And it's a combination of social media, flyers, face-to-face, and on the phone. Those who learn how to ask for business this way tend to control their faith. They are no longer dependent on the market. They actually now are swimming in the ocean where the market is turning over. They're no longer observing. They're not sitting in the stand watching the game. They are in the field playing the game of real estate. So this is session 5. I personally believe that real estate is a skills business. It's not a personality business. I know a lot of people believe, oh yeah, you look like you're going to be a great realtor. And I've heard that. And I'm sure there are people who have some natural talent to talking to people. So this is why people will look at them and go, you could do well in real estate. I've seen that because their people skills are good. They can engage people. But personally, and here's what I've seen: Whatever your personality is, doesn't matter. Whether you're a C personality, D personality, I personality, S personality, success is about skill. Skills are about putting together the right mindset to do the work that is on your checklist. And if your checklist tells you, I got to make these 10 calls, let's go. Let's make the 10 calls. If the checklist tells you this is the script we're going to use, let's go. Let's use that script. For me, success in real estate is a skills business, but it doesn't take one day. It takes a while. It takes repetition. And repetition is what we don't do enough of. You have to do it and then do it and then do it and then do it and then do it again. It takes 3 to 6 months to develop a good habit and stick with it. By the way, it takes no time to develop a bad habit. If you want to develop a bad habit, you could do it in 2 seconds. Learning to smoke, which is a bad habit, which I used to have, 30 years ago. Terrible habit. Learning to smoke does not require any skill. You take the first one, after a while, you're hooked. So bad habits get stuck on us like that. Good habits, you have to earn them. They take about 8 weeks to get into your mind and to your body, and it takes 3 to 6 months of implementation for them to become really good habits that help you grow your business. So the way we see this program, Stan and I, it's a 1-2 punch. We have the brokers being nudged towards better system, better success for the agents, better onboarding, better recruiting, helping the agents sponsor faster. We want you to get other agents to come to the company. But here's what we found. You got to be successful. If you're successful, it's more easy for you. It's easier for you to get other agent to join you. Success is attractive. So if you're not doing anything, if you're not getting listings, if you're not getting sales, another agent from another company goes, why should I go with you? Shouldn't you learn how to do the business yourself right first? Yeah. I mean, the answer is yes. I got to get my act together before I tell others to join me. So therefore, this 1-2 punch is a win-win in our mind. Let me end with this quote, and it comes from this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Napoleon Hill. The book is Think and Grow Rich. First of all, I encourage you to read this book. It's an essential book that everybody has to read. But what I want you to understand also, that the moment you decide that learning to ask for business is part of the business that you do, and doing it consistently is something you have to plan daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. The moment you understand that, you will always catch listings. If you cast enough in the ocean long enough and you're consistent with it and you go out fishing every day, you will catch your fair share of fish. So if you don't have enough listings, there's nothing wrong with you per se. What's missing is a plan, a mindset, a plan of action that you implement, some scripts, a way of thinking about your business. So I hope this video gave you a good sense of what I'll be doing. Can't wait to see you in one of my classes. You take care, my friend.